Hello everyone, welcome back to the Daily Blend, episode 189. I'm your host Oliver, and I'm joined by Maya. Happy January 29th, Maya. Do you have your warm coat on today?
オリバー、ハロー。今日も寒いね。1月ももう終わりだけど、まだまだ冬本番って感じ。マフラーも手放せないよ。
I bet. Actually, today is quite a special day in Japan. It's Antarctic Research Expedition Day. On this day in 1957, the first Japanese research team established Showa Station in Antarctica.
へえ、南極観測記念日なんだ。1957年に昭和基地が作られた日なんだね。南極なんて今の東京の寒さとは比べ物にならないくらい寒いんだろうな。
Oh, definitely. I can't even imagine living in those temperatures. But you know, while Antarctica is frozen, the Japanese economy is starting to heat up a little. That leads us right into our first big story for today.
お、経済の話題だね。南極の寒さとは正反対で、景気がいいニュースなのかな？
Exactly. The big news is that Japan's national budget has finally hit a primary balance surplus for the first time in 28 years. This happened in early 2026 thanks to huge corporate tax revenues and a big jump in economic activity.
28年ぶり？私が生まれる前からの赤字がついに解消されたってこと？それはすごいニュースだね。テレビのワイドショーとかでもかなり話題になってるみたい。
It really is a historic moment. Economists are saying that the government managed to stay in the black this year.
Stay in the black。オリバー、それってどういう意味？黒の中にとどまる？
Well, think of it this way. When you have more money coming in than going out, your account is in the black. So to stay in the black means to be profitable or to have a financial surplus. It's the opposite of being in the red, which means losing money.
なるほど。日本語でも黒字って言うからイメージしやすいね。つまり日本政府の収支が黒字を維持できたってことか。
Precisely, and many experts believe this is a major turning point for the nation's economy.
ターニングポイント。ターニングポイントはつまり転換点ってことだよね。
Yes, a turning point is a specific time when a decisive change happens. After years of struggling with debt and deficits, this surplus represents a shift toward financial stability. It's like turning a corner into a brighter street.
28年間も苦戦してたのがようやく明るい方向に変わり始めたんだね。これからその余ったお金はどう使われるんだろ
う？ That's the big question. People are debating whether to have tax cuts or to increase social spending.
ソーシャルスペンディング。それって私たちの生活に関わることかな？
Exactly. Social spending refers to the money the government spends on public services like healthcare, education, or support for child rearing. Basically anything that helps the citizens' well-being.
なるほど。医療とか教育とか社会福祉にお金を使うことだね。増税しないで子育て支援とかにお金が回るならすごく嬉しいな。このニュース、これからの日本にどんな影響を与えるんだろうね。
Well, the long-term impact is what everyone is watching. If the government can keep this up, it might create a really positive cycle for wages and prices. It's definitely something to be optimistic about as we start 2026.
本当だね。28年ぶりの快挙。これからいい方向に進んでほしいな。
Now, moving from the national budget to the world of technology, our second story is about a massive breakthrough in AI and energy.
AI とエナジー。最近はどこに行っても AI の話題ばかりだけど、電力をすごく使うって問題になってるよね。
You're right. AI data centers are incredibly power hungry. As more people use AI, the demand for electricity is exploding, which is a big environmental worry.
パワーハングリー。電力を欲しがっているってことか？
Spot on. When we call a machine or system power hungry, it means it requires a huge amount of energy to operate. Think of it like a car that uses a lot of petrol, but for electricity.
なるほど。AI って実はすごく大食いなんだね。電力をたくさん消費しちゃう。健康への影響も心配だよね。
Exactly. That's why NTT and DOCOMO have unveiled a new technology using something called photonics. It uses light instead of electricity to process data. This technology is expected to slash energy consumption by up to 90%.
90% も？スラッシュって切りつけるみたいな言葉だよね。
Yes, but in business and tech, to slash something means to greatly and suddenly reduce it, like slashing prices, or in this case, slashing power usage. It's a very strong way to say cut.
へえ、ただ減らすだけじゃなくて、ガツンと大幅に削減するって感じなんだね。90% 減れば AI の電気代も環境負荷も全然違ってきそう。
Absolutely. This development is being called a major breakthrough for sustainable AI.
ブレイクスルー。ブレイクスルーって日本語でも言うけど、改めて英語で説明するとどういう意味？
A breakthrough is a significant and dramatic discovery or development. It's that moment when you finally solve a really difficult problem that was holding everyone back.
困難な問題を解決する画期的な進歩とか大発見ってことだね。光の技術で AI の電力問題を解決するなんてまさに大発見だ。
It really is. By reducing the power used, companies can also reduce their carbon footprint.
カーボンフットプリント。これは環境用語でよく聞くね。二酸化炭素の排出量のことだよね。
Right. It's the total amount of greenhouse gases produced by our actions. With this new tech, the digital future can be green without losing any performance. NTT and DOCOMO are planning to start the commercial rollout later this year.
2026年の後半には実用化されるんだ。日本がこの分野でリードしてるのは誇らしいね。電力を気にせず AI が使える未来が楽しみ。
Me too. It's amazing how light can change everything. Well, before we wrap up today, let's quickly review the expressions we've used.
はい、今日も役立つ表現がたくさんあったね。ゆっくり復習しましょう。
First, we had stay in the black.
Stay in the black。収支を黒字に保つという意味でしたね。
Next, turning point.
ターニングポイント。物事が大きく変わる転換点のことだね。
Third, social spending.
ソーシャルスペンディング。医療や教育など公共サービスに使われる政府の支出のこと。
Fourth, power hungry.
パワーハングリー。電力を大量に消費するという意味ね。AI や大型家電よく使われるね。
Fifth, slash.
スラッシュ。予算やエネルギー消費などを大幅に削減するという時に使う言葉。
And finally, breakthrough.
ブレイクスルー。困難だった状況を打破するような画期的な進歩や大発見のことだね。
Great job. Try using one of these when you talk about news or your own projects this week.
ぜひ皆さんを使ってみてくださいね。それでは今日はこの辺で。
Thanks for listening to the Daily Blend. Stay warm and we'll see you in the next episode.
また次回。バイバイ。